Good morning, students. How are you? You remember we last time studied about the National Quality Assurance Standards for Public Health Facilities. You remember the Donabedian triangle of structure, process, outcome? No? Okay, fine. You can go and revise it. We will now today study about the measurement part of the standards. We have already discussed in our last lecture about the quality in healthcare, the various standards which had been defined and devised by the different agencies, and we are concentrating only on the National Quality Assurance Standards for the public health facilities. Now the importance of the measurement. Why measurement is important? So this we will study today. The learning objectives will be to know the architecture and arrangement of the different components of the NQAS, area of concern, standards, measurable elements and checkpoints will be explained to you. You will know the different methods of assessment. You will also get the clarity on the on the scoring rules, and you will be acquainted with the assessment protocol. So all this will be covered in the today's lecture. The very basic thing about the measurement we should know and you should understand is, if you cannot measure something, you cannot understand it, and if you cannot understand it, you cannot control it, and if you cannot control it, you cannot improve it. So said James Harrington, and this saying by James Harrington in one of his writings still holds good, and that is how we go about the measurement. This gentleman has written so many books. In your spare time, you can go to the Google, search for the books. You can read one of the books which is interesting to you. We can measure everything. Is it possible? Can we measure what are we going to measure here? A smile. Can we measure it? Yes, we can measure it. We can measure the smile with a width, distance between the last visible teeth in the maxilla, upper intercanine distance. All those parameters are given. So you have to give the parameter, define the parameter, and define a measuring scale for the standard. And then how the National Quality Assurance Standards have come up. There are about 25 quality standards. There are about 150 operational and technical guidelines, and the field experience from the stakeholders has been compiled, comprehended, and then divided into the NQAS. The quality measurement system of the NQAS consists of these different ways. There are certain areas of concern which have been defined, and under each area of concern they have given the standards, and for each standard there are certain measurable elements, and for each measurable element then they have further defined the checkpoints. So in total in the NQAS, and now we are talking about the district hospital. This is the figures quoted for the district hospitals. There are about 8 areas of concern. What are they? That we will see in the next slide. And there are about 74 standards. What are the standards? They are the statement of requirement for a particular aspect of quality. And under the standard, for each standard there will be several measuring elements. And what are those measurable elements? A specific attribute of a standard which should be looked into for assessing the degree of compliance to a particular standard. So they total to up to 362. and then the checkpoint. Tangible, measurable checkpoints are those which can be objectively observed and scored. They are for the, they have been defined in the standard to help the person who is going to assess the facility as per the standard and the measurable element. So, the area of concern. The area of concern, like say the infection, there are about 8 areas of concern I told you. Infection control, clinical care, they are all examples. Patient rights, and there are 8 of them. Under the infection control, there will be standard of hand hygiene. There will be other standard also, but hand hygiene will be one of the standards. Measurable element will be hand washing facility, availability of hand washing facility. And then the checkpoint is if a soap is provided at the hand washing facility or not. So that is how it becomes very objective assessment for you, and as you can see, the area of concern is only one aspect of it, but if we further go into it microscopically and we observe it 5 times, then the 10 times, and the checkpoint gives you 100 times magnification about the particular standard. So, are you ready for the assessment now? Okay, good. So they are the various symbols which you will find there in the book, and the guidelines, they will be defined. Various guidelines have captured all these photographs to indicate in a pictorial manner how the measurable element or a particular standard has to be identified for easy identification. The relationship between the different components are area of concern. Any area of concern will have several standards. Any standard will have several measuring elements. Any measurable element will have several checkpoints, and then we will give the score, and the scorecard will be prepared department wise and the hospital wise, and also it will be automatically generated for the area of concern wise also. Good. Approaches for the assessment. Now there are different methods of doing it. Now, have you understood it? I will just try to explain. Like say in the antenatal care, in the intranatal care, postnatal care, there are the different aspects. In an emergency ward, what all are applicable? What all are applicable? The emergency antenatal care is not applicable. It is applicable in the OPD only. Labor room, there is a intranatal care, there is a postnatal care, privacy required, hand hygiene required. So the various aspects of patient care and their elements are now being shown here in a tabular form to indicate that which standard will need which particular element. And accordingly the checklist is prepared, meaning thereby that not all measuring elements will be there in all standards. It will be specific to a particular area of concern. Checklist will be prepared, and they are all prepared, customized for various facilities like say district hospital, a sub-district hospital, a community health center, or a private or a primary health center. This is again to make you understand it better. The area of concern are defined here in this grey portion of the table. The standard is defined in the yellow portion, and the measuring elements under this standard are defined in a blue column, and further defined measuring element, the checkpoint, the compliance, the marking is given here, the assessment method is indicated here, and the means of verification are further elaborated. It is elaborated for your convenience, for your better understanding. The statement of the standard will be in the yellow row, in the yellow color, and the measuring element will be in the next column. The checkpoint will be in the next column, and accordingly there will be assessment method also defined there. Like say we will study it further. SIA, this is the assessment method given here, that is the observation and the interview, staff interview and the observation, and the means of verification for elaborated further. So we will stop at this point and we will continue with the remaining part of the lecture in the next part of the lecture series.